E coming to you with another episode of Hit the Sled. Hey, I truly appreciate you. Appreciate everybody coming out, checking me out on my episode. Man, I'm a former offensive lineman, award-winning award-winning athlete from West Virginia State University. I live and breathe the game of football in the trenches. And knowing firsthand how offensive and defensive line shape the outcome of football games. So in this podcast, I'm gonna show everybody deep insights into the experiences, breaking down the techniques, the strategies, and the battles that define football. It don't matter if you're a seasoned fan or whether or not you're new to the game of football. I want you every single week to join me because I'm gonna give you a unique perspective that you're not gonna find anywhere else. So with that being said, we're gonna get started on this episode because on this episode right here, we're gonna talk about the thrilling win, the Washington Commanders coming up with a thrilling win over the Chicago Bears yesterday. It was a win that it was something that at some point none of us thought was going to happen. We 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 almost didn't pull it out. It was a game where Washington moved the ball, especially early on in the game, the first three quarters. The first, I would say first two and a half, first three quarters, we moved the ball. However, especially in the first half, but come the second half, everything bogged down. We didn't take advantage of the opportunities we had, especially in the red zone. So I'm gonna be talking about everything that happened as far as the run game, why we struggled in the red zone, because we had at least 4 opportunities to win that game and put the game away. Put the game away early. We had 4 opportunities when defensively we were playing great. Um, we had chances to score touchdowns and we didn't come through. And a lot of it, in my opinion, is a combination of a lot, and I'm gonna go through it and show you. As far as the stats are concerned, Jayden played really well. For someone who didn't practice all week, let's be honest. I know they say he practiced on Friday. He didn't really go through a real practice. They just wanted to see whether or not he can defend, whether or not he can protect himself. When you hear somebody didn't practice all week and they wanted to see him move around and do some stuff on Friday, they just really wanted to see whether or not he can protect himself, whether or not he can go out there and be able to make people to move around and be able to get out of harm's way, which he ended up doing. Um, Jayden played well in all circumstances. He was 21 for 38, 326 yards, and of course, 1 touchdown. He was only sacked twice. He played well, in my opinion. I know his completion percentage was not his typical self, but it's to be expected. He did not practice all week, coming off a rib injury, the first time being in the NFL where he had to play injured. And that is something that I'm sure was a great learning tool for him. The other aspects of the game that made him successful actually, the defense played really well. Defensively, they did an outstanding job, and we're gonna be talking about it in another episode. Defensively, the strategy that I talked about last week, I talked about how the defense had to play a certain way, and it had to be on the defensive coordinator. And we're going to talk about all that in the next episode. But being as though this is the offensive breakdown, I had to mention defensively because, in my opinion, the 3 cores of a rookie to have success in the NFL is you have to play great defense, you have to be able to run the ball to take the pressure off of him. And for the most part, they did that yesterday. Stats wise, it's going to look like they played well running. They ran the ball fairly decently, but in all actuality, They ran the ball. They had 32 carries, 162 yards, and 0 touchdowns. In actuality, if you take that 52 yards away from that, which were straight Jayden curries, and Jayden did a lot of scrambling around, they actually ran for only 117 yards on 20 I would say 23 carries. That's not they need to be doing more than that. And I'm gonna show you why. And to be honest with you, from an offensive lineman's perspective, this was their worst game on the offensive line. Run blocking wise, pass blocking, they did a really decent job. They pass block fairly well, but the Chicago Bears were playing a specific type of defense, which they weren't trying to flat out rush them because they knew Jayden can kill him running the ball, scrambling. So they wasn't really trying to pressure him that much. But we'll go also. I'm gonna show you some things in regard to that. The receivers wide, Terry McLaurin. Terry played very well. Terry had 5 catches, 125 yards. Terry playing great, man. We finally seeing what Terry McLaurin actually is. Terry is a very, very good receiver. Very good, man. He is a number 1 receiver. He's a number 1 receiver for this offense. Is he Jamar Chase? No. Is he like the guy up there in Minnesota? No. Is he up there with a CD Lamb? Is he a CD Lamb? I would say so. He could be a CD Lamb. I don't see much difference between CD Lamb and Terry McLaurin. The only difference between CD Lamb and Terry is that, man, Cowboy throw to CD Lamb every play. Every play. I don't see CD Lamb just going deep on people like Terry did yesterday. I don't see CD Lamb catching bombs for like 55 yards like Terry did 60 yards against the Cleveland Browns. I don't see that. CD Lamb is very good, but he's not in the Jamar Chase where he can catch a hitch or a screen and take it 80 yards. Jamar Chase does that all quite frequently. Justin Jefferson, man, is great, man. Justin Jefferson does it all the time. And Terry's not on that level. So offensively, he's playing great, man. He's coming out of his shell. Zach Ertz is playing outstanding. Yeah. Now, yesterday, and I'm gonna show it to you, he did not make a play that's needed. Somebody needed to make a play in the end zone. He was not able to do that for us, which led to another field goal. But apart from that, Zach Ertz is playing great ball, man. Zach Ertz is playing great ball. The other guys, they're just doing their thing. As time goes on, Adam Peters in the front office, they're gonna get better playmakers, man. They're gonna get better playmakers. So this year, this is the worst as far as playmakers they're gonna have. They're gonna have some dynamite players on offense as the year goes on. There are gonna be guys that they're gonna draft, and then they're gonna sign a free agency. They're gonna be guys that want to come here because Jayden here. So this thing here, this is the worst it's gonna be. This thing is about to be. We're gonna get our modern era posse. We're gonna get our modern era posse. So offensively, the receivers wise, they doing their thing. They playing well, man. They playing well. They doing their thing. Defensively, like I said, they did outstanding job. We're gonna get to that in the next episode. But with that being said, we're gonna get into this film study. One thing I want to show you guys, man, we're gonna start off with this run game. The reason why we're gonna start with this run game because Jayden was hurt. The perfect way for us to be able to play that game yesterday and even next week against the Giants is for us to have the run game going. When they go to New York next week, they got to be able to run the ball. They have to be able to run the ball. And I'm going to show you, this is for me, I'm about to show you guys offensively, as far as run blocking on the offensive line, this was their worst game. This was their worst game by far. They weren't able to sustain blocks. There were times when they were not blocking the mic every play. And I don't know about you. I didn't play pro football, but there is no run game that is designed where you are not blocking the mic. That ain't happening. That ain't happening. So they were a lot of times linebackers were not being blocked. And you know what? I have to honestly say, I got to credit Chicago Bears defensive line. Man, them dudes were stout up front, man. They were doing a lot of job. Montez Sweat and them boys, they were doing an outstanding job. Outstanding job, man. Holding up the line, making their linebackers flow to the football. And so I got to give them credit. So with that being said, let's get started on this film work. Let's go through it. One of the first things I'm gonna try to show you guys is the first quarter, how we came out offensively in regard to the run game. The first quarter, they came out, man, they ran the ball quite effectively. They were on point. They were ready. They came out crisp and they were ready to go. And I honestly will say that when the game started, I was like, okay, this is good. This is the way I would love for them to play. And for me, I was okay. I was like, they ready to go. I was like, they are ready to go. And and for some reason, they were not able to sustain it. They were not able to sustain it, but it's okay. With this one, I can honestly say I was shocked, but I shouldn't have been shocked that they ran Jayden early. I think the reason why they ran Jayden early was because they wanted to at least get the Bears to think about it, not just come downhill. Montez Sweat, 98. Jayden ran this option, and he just took it and ran. He just took it. And one thing I was happy about, other than once or twice, when Jayden got that ball, he went to the sideline. And that's what we needed. That's what we needed him to do. He gonna run this option. And as you can see, he trying to get out of bounds. He's going out of bounds. And I was so happy to see this. I was like, okay, he going out of bounds. He ain't playing around. He said, I got to get out of bounds. He said, I got to get out of bounds. And that's what he did. Receiver blocking. Look at this. Zach Ertz laying somebody out. Man, that's what we need. We need this pancake block right here. That's what we need. Lay him down. Pancake him. That's what we need. That is what we need. We need some put him on his back. That's a grown man with kids. Lay him on his back. That's what you need. That's what you got to have. So they came out. They were crisp running the ball. They really were. You got a double team here. And they block here. They were really crisp coming out there running the ball. You got to push. You got a double team. You got a double team here. They pushing this guy down. Look at this alley being created. You got a cut block here with this guy coming over here. You got this right here, man on man. Now I would love to see this tackle right here to be more aggressive. Go at him, hit him, engage, and try to drive him. We got a guy here that's free. Can't happen. See, so there's no way these guys should be comboing here and coming right here. That's where they should be coming. There's no way that guy should be free, but let's see. He comes in, he makes the play. See, that can't happen. That's the stuff that I saw all game long. They had the combo block here. They had the double team here. You got a double team to here. He coming here. Once you get this push, which was great, you got this guy coming for this guy right here. Once you get that, that is perfect. That is what you want. But you gotta be able, you gotta block this guy. Gotta block him. Gotta block him. And they didn't, they a lot of time we were missing people. I'm sure when they went to film study, they were seeing that. That was something that was being shown. I'm sure when they got the film study, that was something being shown. This was excellent, though. To be quite honest with you, this was excellent. They came out first quarter. They were crisp. They were on point, and they were ready to go. First drive, you got a great block down here by Zach Ertz. Zach Ertz block here. You got Cosme coming out here. You got the guard coming out here. You got it's accounting. Then you got Brian Robinson coming around. This is very good. This is very good. You see what I'm saying? Even though we need a little bit more speed out of my man, out of the guard right here. You come right here. We got a block right here. We got Lucas trying to get right here, cut him off. Brian Robinson turning it up. That's what you want. That's what you would want to see, right? That's what you want to see. Look at that. Look at that. See, that's excellent right there. That's excellent right there. That is exactly what you want to see. That's exactly what you want to see. And as time went on, the first drive again, you got a double team. You got a double team. You got these two coming here, pushing this guy around, and you need that. You got these guys coming out, and it's just that they came out, they was kind of crisp, but you needed to sustain this. This was good. You got my man coming. You got the double team here. Look at this gap. Look at this hole. You got the right tackle blocking out here. Then you got him coming out here, seal him. Man, you right where you need to be. You right where you need to be. Look at Brian Robinson turn that thing up. That's good hard running. Oh man, that's beautiful right there. That's a great job running. Great job running. Great job. You know, and unfortunately, as the game progressed, it kind of was slacking. It kind of was slacking. So as you can see right here, we're gonna get the guard gonna pull. We got one blocking here. The guard is pulling here. This guy's supposed to be coming down, but he does not maintain his block. This guy gets beat. Penetration. When it comes to the run game, the worst thing can happen. If we get a stalemate, we good. We want people to get pushed back, but we cannot have penetration. This guy gets beat by him. He gets penetration. He comes down, he comes off, and he tackles Brian Robinson in the backfield. It was kind of stuff like that. Stuff like that, you can't have it. You see it? Tackle. You can't have it. Can't have it. You got to play tougher than that. You got to play tougher than that. Got to sustain block. That's one of the things I saw continuously. They had trouble sustaining blocks. Forced them to kick another field goal. Again, here, you got a double team. You got a double team here. These guys are double teaming. These guys are double team. This guy coming here. Who got the mic? Who got him? Those are the linebackers. The Bears defensive front did an outstanding job of sustaining, holding up for their linebackers to make plays. They did outstanding job for their linemen to come in and make plays. This defensive end right here, he crashes down, forces the guy pulling did not pick him up, which impedes Brian Robinson right there. That the Bears defensive front did outstanding job. Man, it was man, these fat boys right here for the Bears, these dudes right here, man, they played, man, these fat boys right there, they hard to move. We couldn't really move them boys like we wanted to. We couldn't really move them. Look at that. That's a standstill. You got that defensive end crashing down. Defensive end crashed down. Where's Brian Robinson go? The linebackers, ain't nobody hit them yet. This is my man right here from Virginia Tech. Tremaine Edmonds. He free. Guess he free. You cannot have a run game where the middle linebacker is not getting blocked. It's not going to work. Tackle. You can't have it, man. Can't have it. You can't have it. On this one, this is just going to be Jayden being Jayden. He gets back there. He doesn't see anybody open, and he takes off. The thing that I love, he makes this guy miss, and then after that, he hits straight to the sideline. Straight to the sideline. That's what we want to see. That's what we want to see. We want to see him make somebody miss, get as much as you can, but take your butt to the sideline. This was just a simple draw. This was everybody man on man. You got a double team here, man on man, man on man. You got a block here. He's on the other side. I'd rather have these two combo here, up to here, or combo here, up to here, and he go here, but you cannot have this guy unblocked. Somebody needs to be blocking this guy. Somebody needs to be somebody combo here to here, or he come here, or you're gonna combo here and cut him off here. Either way, that's what but it was a simple run block, but simple draw, which they ended up getting some yards on. Now, Brian Robinson has to make this guy miss. Because if he makes this guy miss, he can score. Again, this guy is free. Gotta block the middle linebacker, man. Gotta block it. Too many times I saw the LB, the middle line, the MLB, the middle linebacker wasn't blocked. Too many times. Brian Robinson, you got to make that guy miss. You in the open field. You got to make that guy miss. It's a must. They in the red zone again. They try to run the ball. Again, you remember what I just told you. Penetration. They in the red zone. Penetration. This fat boy right here, 97, this fat boy right here played a decent game. He's going to beat the double team, come out here and disrupt the backfield. He did an outstanding job. You got this defensive end coming around, crossing this guy's face. As an offensive lineman, you never let a guy cross your face and get penetration. He's outside of you. He's shading your outside shoulder. He should not be able to cross your face, get in here. You got this guy coming here. Can't happen. That's some of the stuff. A lot of that stuff is stuff that I saw. Again, linebacker wasn't blocked. Linebacker wasn't blocked. Now, you got a puller coming around. Puller coming around. The Bears are a real orchestrated team. You got this guy coming here, coming inside. You got this guy getting penetration. This guy pushing. By the time they do the fake and Brian Robinson trying to come out here, man, it's a muddle. It's tough. It's tough to get in there then. It's tough. Look at that. He still gets decent amount of yards. They get a little bit of but it could have been 10 times. It could have actually been a touchdown. It could have been a touchdown. Look at that. Get washed down. They get some, but this was early enough in the game, in the first quarter. And they come back around. They had a decent, again, not sustaining blocks. Not sustaining blocks. This is something that I saw. The Bears defensive front did outstanding job. Fat Boy getting up in there. Him, 93s, Coward getting up in there. It was that all day. All day. They sustained blocks. They were sitting in the hole. We did not stay on our blocks. They did not stay on their blocks, and that was a problem. That was a problem all day long. This guy right here, 97, he splits the double team. He beats them off the ball. Comes around, he mans up, and he comes off and makes the tackle. It was like that all after the initial first drive. Can't have it. You know, so this prevented them from doing a lot of the things that they wanted to do, and it went on through the second quarter. And it was the Bears, as the game went on, the Bears defensive front started to hold their own against our offensive line in the run game in particular. Jayden, the yards that they had, Jayden is excellent to scramble. Look at all these yards. Now I need Jayden to go down. See, you get this, you gotta get down. Gotta get down. He takes a spin. You gotta, man, don't even take that hit. Just slide. We don't need no fanciness. We don't need none of that. Spinning, none of that. You in the middle of the field. You got a rib injury. Here's another instance. They do a toss here. You got the middle linebacker here. There is not a run play where this guy right here, the middle linebacker, Tremaine Edmonds, where he's going free. Where he should be free. There's not a run game that's drawn up where the middle linebacker is not blocked. He got to get blocked. There is no run game. Pee Wee League, Wake League, high school, college, and the NFL. There's not a game where the running back gets the middle linebacker doesn't get blocked. Again, here, we don't sustain blocks. We do not sustain our blocks. We have to be able to sustain our blocks. Gotta sustain blocks. I'm going to show you what I mean. This guy here, he's going to make the play getting penetration. Can't have it. He crosses, he sees it, he crosses defensive lineman face, and he gets the tackle. You got to stay with him. Got to stay on top of him. Yeah, I know people going to say, oh, man, he got some yards. Nah, man, that could have been bigger than that. That could be bigger than that. It got to be bigger than that. It has to be bigger than that. It got to be bigger than that. And that was something that happened a lot during the game. Going into the third quarter, this is something that they came out in the third quarter a little bit more determination, but it wasn't sustainable. They lost a lot of the stuff. Because they didn't take advantage of their opportunities in the red zone when they got there early in the first half. They had a lot of situations. This Jayden just scrambling. Jayden, hey, I'm going to tell y'all something. This guy right here, man, Jayden is something else, man. Jayden is something else. We got a guy on this, the Bears got a really good defensive line, man. Watch this guy here. Beats him, come across, man, they get here, try to push the pocket, but Jayden gets out of it. Man, listen, the Bears defensive line was good. The Bears defensive line, he's already beaten our left guard. Watch this. He's beating, he's already beat him. Watch this. Head down. He's reaching. Cannot reach. You got to sit up. You got to see what you're hitting. He's reaching, he's overextending himself, and he gets beat. Boom. He's already beat. Now we got Riley right here against Montez. He got his man. He got his man. But we getting a pass rush here. Can't have it. And also we were missing Brandon Coleman. Brandon didn't play because of concussion. Now Jayden gets out of it. Jayden gets out of it. Now, by the time Jayden gets out of it, Jayden looks like he learned from his lesson. He getting out of bounds. He trying to go out here. He going out here. He say, man, I am not going to come in here. It looked like he learned his lesson. He said, I'm not coming inside. I'm not cutting inside because guess what? I got these dudes coming. Pursuit. We talked about pursuit. Got these guys coming. These guys are coming. Jayden said, no. I'm not coming in here. I'm going out here. I'm running to the outside. And that's where you need to go. That's where you need to go. And that's what he did. Got the first down. You got to learn to live another play. You got to learn to live another down. Nothing. I cannot be successful. I cannot be successful in the training room. I cannot be successful in the training room. Again, good job. They got some push here. You got the double team. You got these guys being washed down. Double team here, coming here. Middle linebacker again. Looks like the receiver coming to block here. Jayden is supposed to read option this guy so that this guy can go with him. By the time he look up, then running back comes here. They get a good push, get a good job. That's a good push. But then as the possession goes on, it peters out. Possession peters out. Possession peters out, and this is one of them. They snap the ball, the mistake. Center snaps the ball with Jayden. Jayden's trying to make it audible. Center snaps the ball, and Jayden is going to come up trying to make audible. He's talking to these guys, but the center thinks he's calling a play. He's going to snap the ball. He's going to run right into him. And you can't have it. This is on the first possession of the third quarter. First possession of the third quarter. These are what hurts your team. They had a punt after this, and they had a good drive going. They had a real good drive going, and this is getting the Bears more confidence. Look at 49. Watch 49. This is getting him excited. 49. Look at him. Just watch him. He's getting excited. He feels like, man, we got momentum. Look at him. He said, yeah, get hype. So this is one of those things, man, where they got to work on this in practice this week. They try to run that draw again. But this time, the Bears, they collapse the pocket. Initially, Jayden thinks it's good. Maybe he could have audible out of it, but these fat boys right here, they collapsed the pocket, and it did not work. What they should have did, what it appears what they were supposed to be doing, the guards are supposed to hook this guy, keep him out here. He's in the perfect spot. He's outside, he's shading to the guards outside shoulder. You gotta keep him out here. This guy, you gotta get him, hook him, and then this guy, the center, is coming up to here. Make it real quick. But it looked like they crashed. The left guard allows allows this fat boy right here to crash inside. He crosses his face. There's that word again. Don't let him cross your face. You got to step hard with your inside foot, be strong, almost kind of like you putting your butt in the way so that this guy won't cross your face. There's no way he shaded outside. He's supposed to cross your face and come in. This lineman right here got to be a better athlete. That's what it's called. That's what he used to tell us. was like, how coach, how you supposed to prevent him from crossing your face? You gotta be a better athlete. Sometimes they gonna step, you gonna step the wrong way. You gotta be able to adjust. You got to be able to adjust. You got to be a better athlete. Crosses his face. Everybody, they all look like they was pinching inside. They came inside on him. Now you got Tremaine Edmonds here. You got the defensive end here. He's all 97. Billings is already out there. He's right here. He's right here. He's gonna come up, but these guys, he's free. So where you supposed to make a play at? Where's the play to be made? Got him. So that's a lot of it. That's what we were seeing in the run game. And that directly hurt him in the red zone, which we're getting ready to get to. We're getting ready to get to that. Again, Jayden got a scramble. They came with a little blitz. They came with a little blitz. This guy here, this guy here, this guy here, this guy here. He come here, and Montez over here. And they bringing pressure. They got everything covered. They trying to keep him in the pocket. They trying to keep Jayden. They trying to keep Jayden in the pocket. See it? See it? See it? But Jayden, man, I'm gonna tell you something, man. Jayden's something else. We got us the real deal. He got that knack to skip out of stuff, man. He skipped out of that, and now straight to the sideline. This is what I love now. See, he learned his lesson. Straight to the sideline. Before he gonna try to juke him, come inside and he go out here somewhere. No, straight to the sideline. Straight out here to the sideline. That's where he needs to go. Straight to the sideline. And that's what he was doing. That's what he was doing. And that's what you need. Get what you can and just get out of bounds. Every play not gonna be a touchdown. Now, it might be once or twice in your career you might be able to get it, but not right now. You got to take your butt right down, right to the sideline. This is, again, simple draw. They did a little bit better job of it this time. He's coming here. You remember when I was telling you supposed to hook him, get in your way, almost get your butt in the way. You remember I just said that. That's exactly what he did. That's exactly what this guy is doing. He got his butt in the way. He's kind of like he's pushing him to the outside. He's pushing him out here. This guy's coming here. Now that gives, if he can hook him, then you got a natural alley right here. Now this guy's free, but hey, running back got to get paid. Running back getting paid too. Can't block everybody. But then again, that's what I was saying. Linebackers, you're supposed to be having this linebacker block. Supposed to have this linebacker block, especially play side. You got it up the middle. I don't know about that, but they you know, but I take it. Initially you would think they got more out of this play, but they really didn't. By the time Austin Elker got to the line of scrimmage, these guys cave in. You got to be stronger than that. You got to keep these guys out here. You got to keep them out here so that he can come here, and he got a natural alley here so that he can run in here. That's what you want. But these guys, man, the Bears defensive line, they crashed down so fast, and they didn't do a better job of being strong and preventing them from crashing in. You gotta crash in. You gotta, but you know, he got decent. Yeah, he got about six yards, but we want 12, 15, 20. That's what we want. We want 12, 15, 20. We want 12, 15 yards. Again, this is another play. You can't let these guys cross your face. You got him. The Bears defensive line, man, the Bears defensive line were outstanding. These guys right here clogging up this middle, clogging up here. This guy coming up around, clogging stuff up. It was just it. That's what it was. That's what they did all day. They was just clogging up stuff. They were just clogging up stuff. Look at this. Look at this. But he got a little bit out of it, but it could have been more. It's tough, man. It is tough, man. It is tough It is tough. It is tough. Even when they try to run to the outside, this guy did outstanding job here. He's not going to allow himself to get blocked. He is not going to allow himself to get blocked. Watch it. He meets him. Right now, you thinking, again, remember when I told you about the linebackers not getting blocked? Who's got this guy? He's running. Who's cutting him off? Who's cutting him off? This guy comes here. He's going to meet him head up. And then once he meets him head up, he's going to peel off of him. You got to sustain your block. This is something that they watch when they watch the film today or on Wednesday, probably the day they watching it right now as we speak. You got to stay on them longer. 73. You got to stay on them longer. He got him right here. You got to move your feet. You got to move your feet. Try to egg them on. I remember this block. You got to lock on, and it's kind of like you shuffling to the outside. You shuffling to the outside. This guy is free. He's already beating him. He's coming to. He's going to come. Then you got the corner out here. It's tough, man. It's tough. They got to do a better job trying to run to the outside. You got a corner right here. Chicago Bears, they defense did an outstanding job. Outstanding job of the force. As you can see, this 95, he's head up, but he's going to peel off. He's going to peel off, and, man, they did outstanding job, man. Outstanding. They had it kind of sealed, but this 95 guy right here, this 95, he's already beaten 73 right here. He's already beat him. Look at the corner. The corner is with the force. The corner is with the force. He makes the play. That's all day. So the point I'm trying to make is that not being able to run the ball as effective as we would want prevented us to being great in the red zone. Now, the red zone, it wasn't just the run game, the passing game too. Man, the Bears, they were linked up from the pass coverages to the run coverages. It was tough sledding, man. It was tough sledding for this offense. Again, they trying to run it, but they got decent yardage. I just showed you in the first quarter. They get down there. They got down there. However, they kept bogging down. They're going to come around. They're going to come in. Great job in kicking out. And Brian Robinson, get as much as you can and get in. But as time went on, as the possession went on, they kept getting bogged down. Sometimes it would just be nobody open. Again, they try to run it again. This guy, 93, we're going to see it in the other look. Excuse me, 93. He gets the pen. He gets off. He gets off. Once he gets off, he got Brian Robinson right here. He got penetration here, penetration there. It's dead in the water. It is dead in the water, man. It's tough. It's tough. It is, man. The Bears front is tough up front, man. This dude, 93. I told y'all, he played outstanding. He played outstanding football. Outstanding football. He was outstanding. Watch him. He's in the backfield. You got 52 right here. 52. He's getting penetration here. 93 right here. He's here. He gonna cut him off. Then you got Montez and them. He coming right here too. So they had this thing pinned up. They had it pinned up. So now the run game ain't working. They got to throw it. All right, boom. They throwing the ball. Our right tackle gets beat by Montez. Clean. Montez clean in the inside. He's gonna cross his face. No way that should happen. Again, I said it. Offensive lineman, there is no way a guy's supposed to be trying to cross you should never allow if a guy try to cross your face, wash him down. That's what you're supposed to do. But let's run it and then let's see right now. As you can see, this guy is open. This guy is open, but watch this guy in the back of the end zone. But Jayden can't get to him. Look at McCaffrey, wide open. Jayden can't get to him because he's under pressure. He's under pressure by Montez. If he was free, it would have been an easy touchdown right there. Over here in the corner. It would have been an easy touchdown. But because he got beat, and he 71 played one of his worst games. 71 played one of his worst games. But watch this though by Jayden. Jayden almost completed it. He almost got it. McCaffrey couldn't. Luke McCaffrey couldn't get his feet down. Watch this from the inside. Montez coming back home beats him inside so quick. Jayden had to scramble. It was so quick. Jayden had to scramble. Watch it. Beats him clean inside. Beats him clean. First mistake he made. He didn't sit back to see he stepped out instead of sitting back, sitting up and trying, because as soon as Montez came inside, he's supposed to be trying to wash him down the line. You got to wash him down the line. You got to wash him down here, because if you wash him down here, Jayden can just easily come, because everybody's taken care of here. Jayden can just, if he washes him down here, Jayden can just move out here and he can see Luke McCaffrey for an easy touchdown. But because he couldn't do that, guess what happens? Instant penetration. Now Jayden's running for his life. He just got to run away from Montez. And Montez can he can run. And by the time Jayden had to get rid of it. And by the time he was getting rid of it, he wasn't able to hit him back in the end zone. See what I'm saying? So that's a field goal. That's a field goal right there. Here we go again. Another situation. Run the draw. They get a decent yardage right here. You remember when I told you about Brian Robinson? Everybody's got a man. Everybody blocked up. He got to get him, but he can't get there. Brian Robinson has to make this guy miss. Brian Robinson has to make that corner miss. He makes a miss, he could score. He has to make that guy miss. He doesn't make a miss, and he gets 5 yards. Not good enough. Got to make that guy miss. You're a pro, man. Got to make that guy miss. Got to make that guy miss. Got to make him miss. Feed it to him. One-on-one. Got to make this guy miss. Got to make him miss. You do that, we in business. You do that, we in business. Got to make him miss. Great play by number 29, who ended up making a bonehead play later on. They try to run it again. They get decent yardage. Good play. Good play by Brian Robinson. They try to run it in, but they couldn't really, the Bears had it. Hey, they get all they can. Just try to get all they can. The red zone was the reason why, by us not throwing the ball, by us not converting like we're supposed to in the red zone, it almost cost us. We gotta hey man, you can't kick footballs and beat a good team. This was a penalty. We had a penalty, a legal procedure. You can't have it. Cannot have it. Walk-in touchdown. Can't have it. Can't have it. You can't be making those mistakes similar to what we did against the Giants a couple weeks ago. Can't have it. The play they was trying, nobody was lined up right. Everybody, it was just all messed up. It was just all messed up. So again, man, it's one of those things, man. They got to clean it up. Sometimes it happens like that. Games like it almost cost them, but you got to fix it. You got to fix it. Got to fix it. So now they come back, try to run it, nothing. You can't, man. Listen, these Bears defenders, these D linemen right here, they were outstanding, man. They were really outstanding. Penetration. Look at that. He tried to bounce it, blocks one sustain, and he comes out and he makes the play. You got to sustain your blocks, man. You got Montez. The guy came. You got it. We got a cut job right here. Cynic is coming around to try to cut him. He trying to cut Montez here. He whiffs. 93 is coming up here. He's gonna get him right here. You can't. He's coming up to cut Montez. He's gonna whiff. Can't. You got to get him. You got to get him down. You got to cut. It's a tough block. You got to get him. You got to get him down, man. You got to get him down. That's not good enough. You got to get it down, man. You got to get to him. You got to get to him, man. You got to cut him down. But this guy right here, 93, he's going to fight here and make the play back here. It's not the blocks one sustain. You got to sustain your blocks. He had a double team. He splits it and he makes the play. Can't split the double team, man. Can't allow that. Can't allow that, man. That's what I was saying about the Bears defensive front. They were outstanding, man. They were outstanding. So now you got to throw it. 5 wide receivers. All right. Where you going to throw this? Where you going to throw it? Pass protection is good. We got decent pass protection here. Jayden got space. Look at that. Perfect pocket. Where you going to throw it? You going to throw it here? He covered. You throw it here? He covered. This is a trap defense. They want Jayden to throw it here. He's going to sink in. He was trying to bait him to sink here and try to pick it off. Jayden wasn't even looking over there, though. Jayden looking over here. He's covered here. He's in the zone. This, again, another trap defense because he's over the top. He can easily sink in right here and get a pick. Jayden is looking at it, and Jayden like, man, nah, man, I got to do something else with it. So you got Ertz slightly coming free right here. You have nothing here. You have nothing here. He's out the picture. Maybe here. That's tough right there. Maybe right there. But at this point, what Jayden gonna do? He just throws it away. So it's one of those things, man. It's just one of those things where the Bears, you got to give them credit too, man. Chicago got really good defense. They match coverage. They were able to link up from coverage to pass rush, and they were able to get there. They were able to get there. And I don't know. I'm hesitating. The way this pass rush, the way this pass protection, this guy is following him around. He comes inside and he's following him. That's not. I really don't like that pass protection because they doing games over here and they passing it off, but over here they not doing that. I don't like that pass protection. I really don't like it because you should pass it off. It's easy. You know, he's following the way they're doing it. They're sitting inside here. He's coming here. He's following them out here. Nah, just sit back, pass protect, be strong, take your pass set, and then pass it off. You can see the twist coming. I saw this against the Ravens. You know, that's tough for the guard. That's extremely tough on that guard. That's a tough block. That's a tough block, man. That's really a tough block. So that's another field goal. That's another field goal right there. They got one more play. So the Bears fake like they blitzing. Where you gonna go? Where you gonna go? Where are you gonna go? Where you gonna go? He's covered. He's covered. He got him. They bracketing him. They eyes all eyes on Zach Ertz. Unless you want Terry's coming inside, where are you gonna go? Where are you gonna go? He throws it at him. He throws it there, but he's not ready. He's not ready. So it's one of those things where hey, another field goal. Another field goal. That's not what you want. That is not what you want. Pass protection should be quite simple. You got here, guy faking here, coming out here. But again, the Bears defensive line, and it wasn't like they were using any type of particular technique. They were just overpower him. This is all strength. This is just physicality here. They just being physical. They just being physical. They just being physical. Now everybody doesn't have the front like that, but man, I'm trying to tell you again, we in the red zone again. This in the second quarter. They try to run it. I don't know how is it that the middle linebacker is not blocked. I don't know any run game where the middle linebacker is not blocked. Middle linebacker got to be blocked. I don't know. I saw that. I've said it. You've heard me say it. There is no way the middle linebacker is not blocked. No way. There is no way. No running play is designed where the middle linebacker is not blocked. Watch him. He scrapes and he's there. There should not be a running play where the middle linebacker is not blocked. First of all, tight end gets beat to the inside. You heard me say it again. He crossed his face. That is something that the Bears saw that they can do. He crossed his face here. Middle linebacker scrapes to replace him. He comes here and he's square up, ready to make the tackle. That is just something that they were ready to do. They were ready. Make it simple. Simple. You're in the red zone. You have to have successful plays. And they were not successful on third. They were not successful. They really weren't. They were not successful. They were not successful. I try to run it again here. You can clearly see it here. This guy, he's gonna beat this guy cross his face inside. You're gonna see it. This was something that they did quite all game long. All game long. Look, he's already got him. He's already got him beat inside. He's taking on a double team here. Again, who's blocking this guy? This double team appears to be coming up to here, but who's blocking that guy? That's the middle linebacker right there. Who's blocking him? Who got him? Who got him? The D lineman makes the play, but man, that ain't where it's supposed to be. Can't let the guy cross your face. It's a tough block. It's a tough block. Don't get it wrong. It's a tough block, but it's a tough block, but he's already lined up on the inside of you. You cannot let this guy, he's already here. Even if he comes here, you wash him down, but you can't let him cross your face here. Can't happen. Can't let him cross your face here and make the play. Cannot happen. You can't do it. Can't do it. You gotta cross. You can't let this guy make the play. Can't do it. He crossed his face. You gotta stay, because if he had him here, if he prevents this guy from crossing his face, he's in business. If he prevents this guy from crossing his face, we got a natural alley hit because these guys do a good job. These guys do a good job. They do a real good job. Real good job. Gotta be a little better. You gotta be better than that. Gotta be better than that. Gotta be better. Again, in the red zone. You got Zach Ertz. Zach Ertz, opportunity to make a play. You gotta come up with this play, man. You gotta come up with this play. Gotta come up with it. It's a must. Somebody needs to make the play for your quarterback. He's open. One of the rare times that the Bears, Kingsbury was able to get guys wide open. Maybe here, maybe here, maybe here. Not really here, but this is the matchup. You got to go to your guy. That's where Jayden is going. He's going over there, and we need him to make a play. We need him to make a play. Again, gotta hold on. Gotta hold on to it. And you come here. Pass protection is fairly decent. Got good pass protection. Got good pass protection. The Bears, technique-wise, they're not doing any type of rip techniques, any swim. They just try and push the pocket. That was their job. Push the pocket. That's what the Bears D linemen were doing. You got decent pass protection here. Pass protection here. Got a pass protection here. He's swimming him a little bit, but you got pass protection here. That gives him opportunity. That gives him opportunity to look at him over here. So look at that. That's a good pocket. That's a real good pocket. Got to catch that. Got to hold on, Zach. Got to hold on. Got to hold on to that. Got to hold on to it. So with that, it was just one of those things where certain things were going on and they weren't able to connect like they wanted to. It's important that they watch this tape, they learn from it, and meaning that they can get better. They can get better from that. They can get better. They can actually work on hit the sled some more, hit the sled, do some technique work, sustain their blocks, and if they do that, they're gonna be they can be fine. If they do that, they're gonna be fine. So, with that being said, man, I appreciate everybody watching Hit the Sled. Everybody, everybody keep watching Hit the Sled. We got more and more content to you. Next episode coming, we're gonna be talking about how the defense were able to hold Caleb down. They did an outstanding job until late in the game, and it was just one of those things where, because we didn't take advantage of our opportunities in the red zone, we were not able to score. And because we weren't able to score touchdowns and kick field goals, we allowed the Bears to stay in the game. Because if we were able to get touchdowns, the score would have been 28-0. At that point, that's a hard pill for the Bears to swallow, because defensively, we played outstanding. Defensively, they played outstanding. So next episode is going to be, how did the Commanders defense hold down Caleb and the Chicago offense? We're going to be coming to you next with another episode of Hit the Sled. I truly appreciate everybody watching. Hit the like and subscribe button. Leave a comment. We got more and more coming. I truly appreciate y'all watching me on Hit the Sled. Again, we got more and more comments, more and more videos coming. I truly appreciate y'all. Man, just keep watching. Peace. And I see you later on.